In today's comprehensive video, we are going to meticulously craft violin pegs. The essential holes for these crucial pegs, which are specifically utilized to effectively tighten the delicate violin strings, I have already carefully prepared in these particular parts that you can clearly observe right here. Just keep in mind as a very important consideration that these carefully drilled holes should always be staggered, meaning they are not positioned directly opposite each other. First, we need a piece of cardboard, and it doesn't have to be very big. Just about this size is enough. The pegs that we're going to make, it's supposed to have a small functional handle, and we specifically use this convenient handle to carefully turn the tuning peg so that the string gradually gets either tighter or looser, which ultimately lets us precisely tune the sound exactly the way we desire. If you've had the opportunity to see the actual real thing, the handle is typically a distinctive shape that falls somewhere between a perfect square and a clear rectangle, perhaps even a little bit like a rounded circle, but the particular way I personally want to construct it isn't precisely like a traditional violin's handle. I intend to create a more straightforward, simple square shape, but I will definitely round off all the corners to give it a much cooler, more aesthetically pleasing look. I'll meticulously make one so you can clearly see a practical example first before we proceed further. What I'm talking about, it is something quite like this. First, you meticulously make a perfect square, just a simple square right here, exactly. You will carefully cut out a piece of material just like this one and then precisely form it into a perfect square, approximately this particular size, and so. Subsequently, for each and every one of the 4 distinct corners, specifically 1, 2, 3, and 4, you simply trim them off a little bit, and that is absolutely all there is to it. It will then be missing those corners. The final result turns out looking exactly like this. It is a very simple, incredibly easy process, but the finished product ultimately looks much nicer and more refined. I should be able to do it easily on a larger scale. Now what we're going to do, let me say this thickness of my cardboard is not much. I mean, it's really thin. But you can use any idea for each of the 2 sides. For the tuning pegs, I need to cut 2 of these and glue them together so that they're a bit sturdier. If you just use one, it won't work. Since we have 4 strings, we need 4 tuning pegs, and for each tuning peg, I need to cut 2 pieces. So in total, we need 8 of these. Let's go ahead and make them now. I cut this love myself, so if my voice sounds bad, it's because I'm sick. I caught a cold. Honestly, I'm not feeling too crazy either, so sorry about that. The crucial thing is, the compelling story is that these 2 individuals, if we want to stick these together, we don't want this one to go. In these cases, a rod needs to go through so that we can, turning that rod with cardboard doesn't work. No matter how thin the cardboard is, it just won't do. That's why I brought this straw. The drinking straw is really quite fine. Its overall thickness is also very good indeed. Between these two, is it because the cardboard is thick? So that's the only difference with the cardboard. Or if your cardboard is really thin, you can put a piece of cardboard between these two and then remove that piece of cardboard. Should you put glue in here? Very. So as a result, the entire process becomes considerably easier and significantly more precise. While there might indeed be a slight, almost imperceptible difference in the exact shape, for instance, this particular piece might be a tiny bit bigger, or its angle could be marginally different from another, it's genuinely not critically important to be overly meticulous or excessively picky about such minor variations. To begin this creative endeavor, our very first and fundamental step is to carefully cut a suitable piece of sturdy cardboard. Please don't just leave it sitting like this. We are actually supposed to carefully stick it right between these two distinct pieces of material. Between these two distinct pieces, the fit should ideally be just right, not excessively tight, and certainly not too loose. Right now, it still feels a little bit loose, requiring a minor adjustment. If you carefully adjust it just a tiny bit more, the overall fit and stability will undoubtedly be much, much better and more secure. Good. Now just a little bit. What is this itself? It's glue. Carefully apply the glue precisely here, to this specific spot. Air. After that, you carefully put your prepared stuff like this, and you really have to gently press the meat a little bit so that it firmly sticks together, just exactly like this. And the same applies for this one too. Stick it on this side, press it so it sticks nicely, and that's it. It's simple. Now if you see, bottom piece larger? Fine. Trim edges. How much to remove? Let's measure. How much should it be? About this much, approximately. Let's measure it so the cardboard fits easily here. Now, we put this one inside just a little bit. Be careful, this glue gun is really hot. If your hand is weak here, it'll wipe it off instantly. That's it, it's that easy. We saw that one, and those turned out really quite nice. We even saw that I could successfully pull it off. Now we've carefully made all four of them, and after finishing them completely, this is the beautiful result. These are the exquisite violin bows we meticulously made, which are truly very beautiful. You can certainly hang them up and keep them safely for now, or use them for something else entirely. They're really nice. We can use these. And as for the strings, which haven't arrived yet, once the strings come, we can easily put them on with a tuner, and that's it. That's it for this episode. Sorry again if the audio quality was low, weak, or anything like that. Honestly, right now I really can't talk at all. My nose is completely stuffed up. I can't breathe properly at all. Anyway, somehow we managed to finish it. So that's it for this episode of Coca. I think the next episode will be about Sim. If I'm not mistaken, it should be the Sim episode. We'll carefully connect the wires together with precision. Let's wait for the next episode and see what happens. A truly huge thank you to all of you, our amazing supporters.